Hi, here is a little more explanation on a few of the problems from your homework. These examples are similar to 63 through 70. All right, on these questions, the goal is to find an angle measure between in radians between 0 and 2 pi. This is similar to when we found values between 0 and 360 in the degrees system. All right, so just like in the degrees, if we want bigger numbers, we're going to add rotations of 360. In this case, if we want a bigger number, we're going to add rotations of 2 pi. And if our number is too big to start with, we're going to subtract off one full rotation. And in this case, we'll be subtracting off values of 2 pi. All right, so in this question, this is the way the question would start. You wouldn't even see any of this part yet. You would just see this number, and the directions would say to write this as an angle measure between these two values. All right, so 6 goes into 31 5 times with a little remainder. So that is too big. I know that I need to pull off a full rotation. So if I wanted to figure out where 31 pi over 6 was, remember that this would be 6 pi over 6 and 12 pi over 6 if I went all the way around. So one full rotation with a denominator of 6 is equivalent to 12 pi over 6. In this video, anytime you see a box like this around a value, that value is going to be a fraction that represents 2 pi. Notice that if I simplified this, this would be 2 pi. So this is going to be one complete rotation, one 2 pi rotation, but written with the corresponding denominator that we're working with. So if I take 31 pi over 6 and I subtract off 12 pi over 6, that's going to give me 19 pi over 6. Okay, so my question is this number, does this value right here fall between 0 and 2 pi? Nope, it's too big. The way that I know is I go 6 goes into 19 3 times and a little bit extra. That is still too big. So once again, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take off one more rotation. Same as I did here. I'm going to subtract off 12 pi over 6. Once I do that, I'll be left with 7 pi over 6. So now I'm going to check again if this is the right size or if it's still too big. Okay, 6 goes into 7, 1 and a little bit more, 1 pi and a little bit more, that's good. That means I'm all done with this problem. Hooray! Let's try another example. 28 pi over 5. All right, so 5 goes into 28 5 times and then a little remainder. That is too big. If 5 goes into this number any more than 2 times, then it's too big and I know I need to pull off a rotation because my end goal is to get a measure between 0 and 2 pi. So when I have 5 as denominator, remember this would be 5 pi over 5 and one full rotation would be 10 pi over 5. So in this box right here, we're going to put 10 pi over 5. So it's pretty hard for me to write on this, so don't judge me. 10 pi over 5, remember anything in a box will simplify to 2 pi. So this is just a convenient form of 2 pi when our denominator is 5. All right, so once I subtract off 10 pi over 5, I get 18 pi over 5. Is this okay or is it too big? Let me look. 5 goes into 18 3 times with a little remainder. Still too big. So again in this box, I'm going to go ahead and write 10 pi over 5. All right, once I do that subtraction, I come here and I have 8 pi over 5. All right, so I'm going to check once again. 5 goes into 8. Hey, it goes into 8 less than 2 times. So that means I'm done and I don't even need this box. I don't need to pull off any more because this is at the target, within the target range. Okay, let's look at the next example. I have 61 pi over 11. Now once again, clearly 11 goes into 61 more than 2 times. So that means I've got some rotations to pull off. All right, halfway around is 11 pi over 11. All the way around would be 22 pi over 11. So that's how much I'm going to pull off in this box right here. And once again, remember that anything in this box is just a convenient form of 2 pi that's going to relate to what we have right here. And anytime you want to find what that convenient form of 2 pi is, look at all our examples. This number up here is just twice whatever that denominator is. So this is 2 pi as 12 pi over 6. This is 2 pi as 10 pi over 5. And this is 2 pi as 22 pi over 11. So start with the denominator and double it. That's going to be the coefficients in the numerator in front of the pi. Okay, so when I subtract off the 22, I get 39 pi over 11. 11 goes into 39, clearly more than twice. So I'm going to pull that value off again. And I'm going to look at the result. Okay, 11 goes into 17. Hey, it goes in there less than twice. So that means I am done. Yay! Let's take a look at another example, a different kind this time. When I look at this problem here, instead of being a number that's too big, this number is actually too small. This is a number that's less than 0. So instead of subtracting off a rotation, I'm going to have to add a rotation to get it in the correct spot. So with the denominator of 13, remember this would be 13 pi over 13, and this would be 26 pi over 13. So because this number is too small, this time I'm going to add 26 pi over 13. Once I do that, my result is going to be 15 pi over 13. 13 goes into 15 less than 2 times. And that means I am all done with this one. And there's my answer. On your quiz tomorrow, I'm going to want you to fill in, for your unit circle, the degree values and the radian values. And then these 4 values that we talked about in class. All right, see you tomorrow.